Pakistan Engineers Forum. Honesty, dedication, and professional excellence.
चलिए जनाब भाई स्टार्ट करते हैं। फेसबुक लाइव पे हमारे इनफ व्यूअर्स आ गए हैं, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं तिलावत कुरान पाक से। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। कुल हुवल्लाहु अहद अल्लाहुस समद लम यलिद व लम यूलद व लम यकुल लहू कुफुवन अहद। Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I welcome you all to the free webinar on Unlock Your Academic Future, which is going to be on seizing the opportunity on fully funded scholarships to South Korea, in which we will mainly discuss the KAIST University. This webinar is organized by Pakistan Engineers Forum, and we are grateful to have our esteemed speaker, Engineer Inzamamul Haq, who is a PhD scholar at KAIST. So without further ado, I would like Inzamam bhai kindly share your screen and start the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sohaib. First, let me confirm my slides. Is it visible to all of you?
These are visible.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Inzamamul Haq. I'm a PhD scholar here at the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, South Korea. So today, I'm really honored to the Pakistan Engineering Forum, especially the Professor Khan's team and his research workers. So today I will just give you a brief details about the scholarship in South Korea, and then particularly about the KAIST scholarship, which is currently open. So I will just start my presentation about the scholarships. These are the contents of the presentation. I will just briefly talk about the scholarships, the requirements of each scholarship, and then particularly about the Korea scholarships. And then at the end, I will talk about the application procedure for the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. So before going to start the formal presentation, here I would like to share about my own story. Like when I was a student in the University of Engineering and Technology, Peshawar, as undergrad student. So when I completed my study, so at that time I realized, like during my study, I was thinking about that I will go to the practical side and I will show my experience there as working on practical projects. But when I was when I graduated, so I joined like different contractor firms. I worked there for a short period of time, and then I realized that I'm not suitable for this position. Like the work on the practical side like was completely different from my interest. So then I realized that I should go to a better position, like which is called consultant. Then I worked for like half an year in a consultant firm. And at the end there, I also realized that this is not a good position to show my expertise here. Then I started working as an educationist, as a lecturer. So working for 1 year, then I realized that I should go for some further studies to know about like some different exposure and to complete my higher studies. So then I searched for different scholarships, and at that time like the Korea government scholarships were open. So one of my friend, he was like already studying here in Korea. So he told me that you can contact professors. So I contacted different professors in Korea, particularly KAIST and Seoul National University. So at that time, I just received acceptance letter from my professor, under which I am currently studying. So then I applied for the Korea government scholarship, and now I'm studying here. So this was my story of how to get graduating, and then how to think about my career. and which field is suitable for me based on my own expertise or career plan. So, what actually, why a person should go for a scholarship? So, the main thing is it opens a door for different opportunities. Like the scholarship is fully funded, it provides you financial support, and then you can achieve your academic excellence, like in different fields from engineering, social sciences, arts, business. So you can go there and you can meet diverse culture, and you get exposure to different peoples from different regions of the world, and you can think about your professional career, you explore those things, and then your personal development. So this is actually why a person should go for a scholarship, and this is the best opportunity. Like there are many, everyone can achieve, like going for international job market. So all these are also opportunities, but scholarship is the one which can support you financially, and then also you can achieve your professional career. So let me come towards the presentation. So like what actually requires when you are going to apply for a scholarship, the first thing is your educational documents. It should be attested from your concerned department, and degree and transcript. So all these things are like these are the general things like every scholarship needed. So the thing is, like some, like many students ask from me that like my GPA is not that much good. Should I apply for a scholarship, and or can I get any scholarship? So this is not mandatory. It depends on various factors: your research profile, your academic excellences, and then your skills. What actually matters, the most important is your skills. And CV, cover letter, letter of motivation, recommendation letters, you can get it from your past professors, and the research proposal, which in which you actually wrote down your your future goals, where I will work on. And the most important thing is English test score, or sometimes you also you can also use the English proficiency certificate. So usually this is the one which we can get it. But the most important thing is nowadays you cannot go to any other country which is like good country without any English test score. Like if admission don't need the English test score, but the embassy nowadays needs this one. So this is the most important thing. And unfortunately, in our, like the current students, they don't have this one. So try to be more focused on English test score as soon as possible. Let me talk about the different scholarships in South Korea. Like there are different scholarships provided by different universities here in South Korea. So the first one is university scholarships. So in this one, you should contact any concerned professor and convince him or her to get the acceptance letter. So it provides like scholarship for undergrad level, graduate level. So this is, but for this thing, when you are going to apply for graduate level, particularly for PhD level, so you must have acceptance letter from any professor which is related to your research field. And the second one is Korea government scholarships, which has like two tracks. One is embassy track, which has very limited seats for Pakistanis, and another one is university track, which is quite similar to university scholarship. You will first contact with any university or any concerned professor to get acceptance, and then you will apply as a Korea government scholarship. So this is the second option. And the third one, which is not really common in Pakistan, but still it's like very common in other countries. And I'm not sure about some particular one for Pakistan, which like you contact some sponsor, and then you mention all the details of the sponsor during the application time. So these are the different scholarships here in South Korea. But like I will recommend to be mainly focus on university track directly contact with any university professor to get acceptance letter. I will uh, like the universities which are really good in South Korea, like which has very good ranking, which is Seoul National University and University of Science and Technology, or Yonsei University. So these are the universities which has good ranking and like top ranking university here in South Korea. And the second one is Science and Technology Institutes, like the same as KAIST, DGIST, UNIST. So these are the different science and technology institutes which offer scholarships for international students as well as Pakistanis. Here I will talk about why a person should study in KAIST, like why KAIST is really important for Pakistanis. Like here I will talk about particularly for Pakistani, why KAIST is that much important. So like everyone should ask, like should have to ask this question. So there are like many factors. KAIST is one of the best, like top ranked university in South Korea related to science and technology fields, which has a good ranking in Asia, world ranking. According to 2024, it has like 56th, and in Asia it has like 8th ranking. So like there are different fields, and you can apply and approach any professor. If you are going to apply for master, I think so you will not that much need the acceptance letter, but particularly for PhD, you must have acceptance letter from concerned professor. Like there are different departments here in KAIST, particularly like different colleges, particularly natural sciences, life sciences, and biological engineering, arts, and business. And the most important, like there are various scholarships for engineering field. Like every engineering field has scholarships here, and like the number of scholarships for engineering fields, life sciences, and physical sciences are very much for the Pakistanis and other international students. So the limit is too much for these engineering sector and science and technology side. What actually the procedure is when you are going to apply for KAIST. So the first one is if you are going to apply for master, so you don't need that much important, like the acceptance letter from your concerned professor is not that much important. But if you are going to apply for PhD, you must have acceptance letter. Without that, you cannot get a scholarship. Like almost you cannot get. But for master, you can apply without any acceptance. You will just mention some professor name there, and then your documents at the end after you are submitting application will be evaluated by your concerned professor you mentioned during your application, and then you can apply. So you will just the application fee is 80,000 won, or just $80. But the thing is, for master, the recommendation letter from any concerned professor is not important. So you will go directly for online application. I will provide you the link, and you can also go to directly search the online admission application for international student in KAIST. So you will get the link, and you can start the application online. So the application procedure is very simple. If you have completed all your degrees and you have all degrees recommendation letter from your past professors from your previous university, and their contact number and details. So all these things you will be mentioning in the application. And if you are applying for master, just mention master, PhD. And the most important thing is during the application time, when you are going for master or PhD, so there is no need to submit the English test score like IELTS or TOEFL. So these things are not important. You can submit your English proficiency certificate, and like this is really good. Like for Pakistani, the English proficiency certificate you can apply on that. But at the end, when you will be selecting and the admission, if you get any admission letter from KAIST, So then embassy needs the English testing score. So for visa, that one is important, and you must submit your English proficiency, not English proficiency certificate like IELTS or any other thing, testing score. So like the financial aid, the minimum limit for any master or graduate students, like for based on my opinion, like they can survive here and in Korea, particularly in KAIST, if he just only get the KAIST scholarship. But if you want to get like without, if you don't have acceptance letter, so only KAIST will provide you scholarship, which is almost like close to 1 lakh Pakistanis. But if you have acceptance letter, your scholarship will be more because you will be working with a concerned professor, and you will be working on his project. You will be working on some research work. So that's why he can give you more money. So then you can save money, and also you can spend your life here. So there are like different fellowships you can apply, but the most important one is KAIST scholarship. That one is really important, and you can get it easily if you have acceptance letter. So the positive thing is like in Korea, there are some special institutes. If you get degree from those science and technology institutes, so you can get permanent residency in short period of time, because like these science and technology institutes really like if someone graduate from those institutes, they can directly work in different companies to work for Korean government on different projects. So you can get like permanent residency in few years. So this is the most important thing. If you can do, you will come to KAIST. So KAIST is under those institutes. Like there are 4 different institutes, science and technology, through which you can get the permanent residency in short period of time, compared to other universities or science and technology institutes. So this one was particularly about KAIST, why KAIST is important, how I can apply, and what are the requirements to get scholarships, and particularly in KAIST, why KAIST is important. So this was about the KAIST and general overview about the KAIST, but I would like to share a PDF file in which like the step-by-step procedure is given, like how to start the application and then how to end it. So all the steps while applying for the master or PhD scholarships are mentioned in that PDF file. So if you have any question until now, so you can ask. If not, then I will start just to explain the step-by-step procedure, application procedure for applying either master or PhD. So I will just go there. So any question from audience until now?
Assalamu alaikum, Inzimam. Beta, you can continue
Walaikum
your
assalam.
presentation. Yeah, you can continue
Okay.
your presentation, and at the end of your presentation, Suhaib will check the questions and then he will communicate the questions with you, and then you can answer easily.
Uh,
Thank you.
okay. Thank you. Thank you. So let me confirm if you can see the PDF file. Anyone?
Not right now.
Okay. Can you confirm? Anyone can confirm the PDF file, online application procedure?
No, it's not visible.
Okay.
Share the entire screen, I guess. Now it's visible.
Yes.
It's visible.
Okay. So this is actually the online application procedure mentioning like step-by-step procedure. I downloaded this one from KAIST website. You can also get it from KAIST website, online application for international students. So this is the step-by-step procedure, and why I'm going to present it to you guys. Like the application procedure is already underway. So it started from 2nd December and will be continuing until 23rd December until 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. here in Korea. So you can go and directly start application procedure for master study. But if you are going to apply for PhD, I already said that the acceptance letter from your concerned professor is important. So you must have that one, and then you should start apply for PhD. But for master, you can apply without scholarship, professor recommendation letter. So the first thing is to create your account. So these are the very simple procedure. Everyone knows how to do this one. Just click on the link and then start the application procedure. Uh, Make account and then upload your academic details like documents, English proficiency certificate, or if you have IELTS, so you must like it is good to submit your IELTS score if you have at the moment. If you don't have, you can use the English proficiency certificate. For Pakistani, that one is acceptable. And there are like 5 questions, very simple question. You must have to answer in 5 lines. So you cannot use ChatGPT just to copy the question and paste it in ChatGPT and give answer in 5 lines. So that one is not like good. So use your mind and write your own words, your own skills in 5 lines. I think just only 500 alphabets are needed. So it's very simple. The application procedure is really simple, and there is no need to make like a long research statement or statement of purpose. So the application procedure is really simple. Choose your financial resources. So there are like 2 options. One is KAIST scholarship. If someone already get acceptance letter from professor, so he can just select that one. If he did not, so he can also. But if someone has a sponsor, like his educational expenses here in Korea will be sponsored by someone other, like some other organization, so he can then select that option. But for Pakistani, I'm sure like they can select just only the KAIST scholarship. And at the end, when you complete all the steps, so at the end you will submit 80,000 won or $80 US dollar. So this is the application. When you submit this one, your application will be submitted, and then after that, your previous professor, you will mention about 2 recommendation from your previous professor. So then they can submit their concern about you. Whether until I'm not sure about the final date, but it will be here now, step by step. Like it has very simple procedure. Just agree the terms and condition and then submit and go next. So the first step is just to agree the terms and condition. The second step is to select your program like master or PhD. Your major is civil engineering, electrical engineering, business, physics, chemistry. So you will just select that one, and your faculty or academic advisor. So if you have any acceptance letter from KAIST professor, so just mention his name here or her name here, and then proceed next. If you don't have that, skip this one. And the other one is your choice major. If you are going to apply for, if you studied undergrad level under civil engineering, but now for master you are interested to go for some AI or chemical engineering or other field or policy making, So you can go and you should select that option, like what you will study and which department you will study here in KAIST. So that step should be selected here. The second one, this is also like step one, your personal information, very general. I don't want to say anything about this. Enter your academic background, mention your from to dates. So all these things are very simple. So the thing is, I'm going to the main point, like where to answer your like to answer any question just short in 5 lines. So that's really important. So I will go to that one. So here you will enter English language proficiency. So I already mentioned, if you have any English testing score, so it's good to mention it here. If you don't have, just skip this one and click on the exemption, because Pakistanis students can submit the English proficiency certificate. But if you have any IELTS score or any PT, so you must have to mention it here, because it will have, maybe it will have some positive impact on your application. So if you have any publication record or conference paper or any journal paper, just mention the details here and then save it and move next one. You will mention about the, like this step, you will mention about the information of your past or previous university professor. So here I would recommend like mention those professors details who like knows well you and who can submit your like their view about you within the deadline. So like it is really important to mention the detail of the professor, which is like he must be active and must submit his or her response within the time. Like this one is must. This should be like the one which professor is like active and can submit on time. This one is about prepare the list of application material and scan them. Like your educational documents, your CV, your date of birth, parents, like these are the details, which is quite simple. You can just scan it and then you can submit as a single PDF and move to the next step. So this one is to submit your application material in the online portal. So this is quite simple and it should be a single PDF and its size should not be more than 25 MB. So here, if you like, here are this step is really important for any student. Like there are 5 questions, which is like quite simple, but the answer should be to the point and you should cover like if you made like 2 pages, your research work, so you can make like 5 lines. So the maximum line limit is 5 lines for each question. And you should answer each question from question 1 to question 5. Like these are very short and it must be answered in 5 lines. If the words limit is more than the limit, so it will not, your application will not move forward. So the thing is, your answer should be within the 5 lines or 500 alphabets. So these questions are very simple. Like I cannot answer like how to like what is your motivation while selecting KAIST. So this is quite simple. So why KAIST is why you are going to apply for KAIST, because its rank is high and the role of KAIST in South Korea development, economic development or science and technology development is quite more. So like these things should be mentioned. And like here in KAIST, the international community is very diverse from United States, Australia, Canada, European countries, Asian countries. So like the community is very diverse. I can exposure to diverse culture. So like these kind of things should be answered and your previous research work. So like everyone can answer according to their own point of view. But the thing is, the answer should be within the 5 line. And only master program applicant answers this question. So this is like quite simple, and you should answer it like the second choice, but this is not that much important, but the answer should be within the 5 lines. So here enter your statement of purpose, save your progress. So here you will write about the statement of purpose, which is like quite more in lines, like at 20 lines or 5,000 byte. So this is like a short detail about your previous research work, or why you are going to select KAIST, what is like why Korea and then KAIST. So these kind of thing you must like you should mention about the you should mention in your statement of purpose. So like this is a common thing and everyone must know about how to write statement of purpose. So selecting your financial resources, fill out the sponsor information. So here, like the most important thing is if you don't have any sponsor, so just select the KAIST scholarship. If you have other sponsor, so then you will mention about the details. So in the red color, so this option, just select that one and then proceed to the next step. So the KAIST scholarship, like it is based on your concerned professor, or if you don't have the acceptance letter from professor, then you will just only receive the KAIST scholarship, which is quite low. But if you have acceptance letter, then professor can give you more money. Review your information. So this is a kind of like final step. You will just overview your previous steps, and then at the end you will just submit your application fee, which is quite low, like $80, and you can submit it from your credit card. So this was like the step-by-step procedure when you are going to apply for graduate studies here at KAIST. So it was like a sample procedure from A to Z. And I can share you the PDF file and some other files which can help you while applying for KAIST, and some other scholarship like Korea government scholarship, which is called KGSP. So that one, which I already explained in the PowerPoint. So like there are two tracks. One is embassy track, and the other one is university track. University track is quite similar to like university scholarship, but in the KGSP scholarship, the stipend or the monthly stipend will be given to you from government, Korea government. And the interesting thing is when you will come to Korea under the Korea government scholarship, so you will study for 1 year to learn Korean, and you must have to achieve like the level 5, and then you can go further. Like for initial 1 year when you will come to Korea. So until 1 year, you will not study any other thing, no research work, just only Korean language. And at the end of the year, you must have like level 5. Like level 5 is like quite final stage to learn Korean. And then you will start your study in your concerned university, either master or PhD. So that's like the thing. And then I explained like the step-by-step procedure for KAIST. So this was the end of my presentation. If you have any question regarding the application or any other question related to Korea, life in Korea, or any other scholarship in Korea, so you are quite free to ask. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Inzamamul Haq. Proud of you. Being a civil engineer, graduated from UT Peshawar Jaluzai campus. We are proud of you that you have presented very well, and you have guided the students from the basics, starting from the application form, filling it, requirements, and about the language learning process at Korea. So thanks
Yes.
for all these things.
Thank
Uh,
you. Thank you,
before
Professor.
yeah, before going to the questions from anyone else, uh, I have two questions, or you can call it as comments as well.
Yeah.
Students are coming to us after their graduation, BSc Civil Engineering. They are asking whether should we go for master studies or for field job. So what do you think? What do you suggest? You have exposure from Korea, you have experience in your study as well. So what do you suggest to them? Whether they should go for the master studies or for the field job?
So, if Professor, you are asking about the international job market or scholarship, so like for Pakistan, I will really prefer to go outside. Like the current condition is not that much good, so you cannot show your skills, so it can discourage you. So the thing is, it's really important if you have any other opportunities abroad, either field work or practical job work or scholarship. So I think so. You must go to the abroad option. So I will really recommend to go outside. Like the same, like this one when I received admission letter from KAIST, so I was not interested to come here. Like at that time, I was like not that much aware about the Korea and KAIST. So I was thinking about that. I must have government job like Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Public Service Commission, and I was really like at that time I was really good. My testing score was good, and at that time I received interview letters from lecturer position lab engineer from UT Marda, but I refused those and I came here. I'm really happy to like to get the opportunity of the scholarship. So I can work, come back to Pakistan much more better than when I was like initially without going abroad. So like the international opportunity gives you like exposure. You will know about the different things. It can make your professional career more broader, like your circle of influence will be bigger. But if you are in Pakistan, so it will be limited. So I will prefer to like to avail the opportunity abroad. So that one will be much more better.
Thank you very much. So, Enzema, my second question is, most of our students in their BSc studies, they are not doing research. Yeah, they are doing work on their final design projects, but they
Yes.
are not publishing it. Most of the students, they actually they don't work hard, which is required. They are not publishing it. So, what do you think about the publications of their final year project research work? How it will help in getting the scholarships in master or even in PhD or master leading to PhD?
Yes, so this is really important one. So like I'm really happy. Like nowadays, the undergrad students also publishing their research work, and it's really good because I personally I also publish research work from my bachelor study and then from my master. So my profile was good, but I will prefer if you must have to work on research work which has some practical application. So that one will be really good, and your research work must have like some different directions, and it should be under the umbrella of the current trends of the science and technology and research work. And the final thing is you already work on your research topic, so the thing is, like if you publish your research work before completing your undergrad, or you submitted it to any journal or any many conferences, you presented your work in many conferences. So this can really make your master studies or your international career more broadened, because really at this time like many students they want to go to best country like United States. So now United States, when you are going to achieve like avail the master scholarship, so you must have good English speaking like IELTS score or GRE test. The second thing is if you have like good research profile, like many conference presentations and publication, so you can avail the scholarship very easy. So like there are many factors. If you have good English score, so you can achieve your master easily. If you have good research profile or publication track, so it can make easy your application to get avail the scholarship. So all these things are really important. And publishing your undergrad level is like, here in Korea, I have my own experience, because like in my lab, sometime professor send me someone CV from Pakistan. So few months ago, like I just received email from my professor. He told me that just look into this profile, and then you will have meeting on Monday with me to tell me about the person, how he is, because you know much more about the person than me. So when I check his profile, he just mentioned that I have submitted paper to this journal, this journal, this journal. But he has, at that time, he had no IELTS score and his GPA was medium. So I told my professor that his level is this one. He told me that no, I need a student which has like good academic score. So sometimes like your academic score or CGPA matters, sometimes your research profile matter, or sometimes your English score matter. So if you have any one of them, so it can make easy your application. If you have all the steps like a good IELTS score, good research profile, good academic score, so you can achieve your master or PhD scholarship very easy in any other country like United States, Canada, or Australia, or any other country.
Thank you very much, Inzima. So, hey, beta, is there any question from anyone else? Or do you have any question?
Ji sir, we have some question in the comment section of Facebook Live.
Uh, can you just tell me the question,
Ji, ji,
because
ji.
I'm not.
Okay. There is a question from Hafsa Sharif. She is
Mhm.
asking that is the procedure is same for postdoc, CS or SE domain?
CS postdocs. So I think here in Korea, like postdoc is like quite different from master or PhD or undergrad level application. So for postdoc, you must contact your concerned professor from different universities, science and technology institutes. So that's like quite different from master and PhD. So you must convince professor, or you can, if you had already get your master or PhD degree from Korea, so then there are like some concerned postdoc fellowship you can apply there, like brain food scholarship fellowship. So that one is specially for postdoc, and those postdocs who like get received master or PhD degree from Korea. So particularly for postdoc, so that's mainly depends on the your concerned professor or any other research proposal you can convince your future professor. So that thing is really important.
Okay, so there is another question from Muhammad Salman Aziz. He is
Mhm.
asking that he is a fresh graduate of electrical engineering with a CGPA of 3.7 and he have
Mhm.
multiple AI specialization. So he is asking
Mhm.
that what are his chances for selection in masters and should I first contact professor for scholarship or what?
So, like the first thing is Korea is really good in science and technology, and then electronics and AI thing. So, I think so. The market for like this field is quite open, very diverse, and it's easy to get scholarship because like Korea governments provided like many scholarship for this field because they needs minds to work on different research work. Like they have Samsung, they have Hyundai, they have LG, and LG, Samsung, they are working much more about the AI and electrical engineering, solar things. So these things and this field, it's quite easy to get scholarship. At I would recommend to contact any professor as soon as possible. If you didn't, if you will not get any acceptance letter. So I would recommend to apply without any recommendation letter from any concerned professor. So, and your CGPA is also good, and your field is also suitable for Korea and then KAIST. So there are like many professors I know about. There are like more than 150 professors in electrical department, and they have labs. Each professor has lab, and each professor has like many projects, not single project. And they are working on many projects: Samsung, LG, Hyundai, and other companies. So I think you must apply without any professor recommendation. Hope so you will get acceptance letter, application, admission letter without your professor advisor, concern advisor for your master's study.
Okay, so that was all. I guess there is no any questions from anyone else.
Mhm. So thank you.
Enzima, thank you very much. So I have the last question. How is the
Yes.
life in Korea? Is it difficult or is it easy or it is just like the life which we have over here? Uh, just tell us about the foods. Can we get it easily? Or you can say like the masjid and the prayer areas, they are easily accessible. All these things, could you please, if you can talk on this one as well? Thank you.
Yes. So the life is quite easy. You can learn a lot. And if you are talking about like concern question, like religious type, so Korean are like quite open in this regard. So they don't force you to not pray. So you can go to like any other place, no restriction. There are like many mosques, many musallas, no food restriction. If you are living outside university, so you can cook by yourself, you can get halal food, and there are also halal restaurants close to the Muslim population, particularly university, which can hire like international students. So I think so. This is not a problem, and Korea is quite open. Koreans are quite open regarding this one, and like close to KAIST, there is a big mosque, five-story mosque, and it is quite big. We pray Jummah there and the five prayers there. And we also have Muslim Student Association Club here at KAIST, and same as in other universities. So you can pray if you have time. So you can go there, you can have some events related to your Islamic activities. And food is not a problem. Even in KAIST, there is halal food cafe, a restaurant, you can eat halal food. So I think so. All these are not points. Yeah, problems are there. Like when you go outside, so sometime in some region you will not find halal food, but still you can eat. Like वो है ना इंसान अपने लिए वो बना सकता है कि क्या मैं खा लूं.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. And
That's not a
Imam, then
problem.
you can go for vegetables and all these things. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is good. This is
exactly.
good. They are open, they are accepting us. So this is
Yes.
very good. So once again, thank you very much for your detailed presentation. And if you can look around, if we can have some coordination, or if we can have some collaboration on research projects, as you
Yes.
know about our research work. So
Yes.
if you want, we can work together as well with the
Yes.
Korean professors. We can send our students who are there. Sometimes they can visit us. We are going to arrange an third international conference on October 8, 2025. So you people can come, you can present your work, and
Yes.
with this we can have more collaboration. So let's this is not the end. This will be the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
Yes.
your presentation will be the start, and we can have more presentations. In the next semester, we will try to have another presentation as well, and then
Inshallah.
we can have some technical presentation as well, not only on the scholarships. We
Yes.
can discuss how you can present your research work, or you can invite someone else who is working on construction or buildings or infrastructure
Yeah.
or climate change or climate resilient infrastructure, and those are relevant to our country, so or to other countries as well. So we can have those presentations from our platform as well. So I must
Yes.
be grateful to Sohaib as well, who has arranged all these activities and all these things, and he will circulate the certificates to all the participants as well. Jazakallah khair. Proud of you all, and keep it up. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Inshallah, we'll have some collaboration from me and from others. So, inshallah, we'll have. Thank you. Thank you, Professor. And thank you, Suhaib.
Allah
Yeah, thank you.
Hafiz.
Thank you.
With this, we can conclude our webinar. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the participants.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.